Good morning to everybody. It's another beautiful day. We have three fathers, Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, and four mothers, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. From four mothers, who was the one that lived the shortest life? From four mothers that we have, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. It was Rachel. So the question is asked, Rachel was such a tzedekah, such a righteous, a good woman, and she had such a short life. She died while giving birth to Binyamin. She was, let me explain you on which level of righteousness she was. She knew she's going to get married to Yaakov Avinu. That was her shidduch, Barshet. When she met Yaakov Avinu proposed to her. They're getting ready to get married. She prepared her dress, wedding dress, and all of a sudden her father Lavan tells her, it doesn't look right, Rachel, it doesn't look right. You have an older sister, Leah. You get married before her. What people gonna say? What people gonna think about us? She might not even have a chance to get married. Let her get married. We'll find somebody else for you. So Rachel, she goes to that extent that she prepared for herself nice, beautiful wedding dress. It took a while to prepare it, and she gives it over to her sister. The honor, the kavod, the beautiful dress she gave over to her sister, and her sister gets married to Yaakov Avinu. Of course, we find later on, a week later, after Shel Brachot, and Rachel also has a chance. In the beginning, she didn't even have a chance, even a second thought that she might get married to Tzaddik Yaakov Avinu. So we see she was such a righteous, holy, a woman that gave away her kavod honor, gave away her wedding dress, gave away almost like her shidduch, and she had such a short life. We find in Torah, midah keneged midah. Hashem doesn't forget anything. Hashem doesn't lose anything. Years later, Paro takes off his beautiful coat and gives over to Yosef HaTzadik. Paro took off his honor, the beautiful king coat, and gave over to Yosef. Yosef is Rachel's son. Your mom, there was a time when your mother gave away her dress, her kavod to somebody else, to her sister. Now time came, she didn't get repaid. By the time came later on, many years later, Paro took off his coat and gave it over to Yosef HaTzadik, which we never find in history. Somebody should wear king's coat. Usually king's coat wear in the dynasty of the kings, which should be his son. Here is different completely. Now we find second time in our entire Torah when somebody took off their coat, a king took off the coat and gave away to another Jew. Who was that? Achashverosh took off his coat, story of Purim, and gave it over to Mordechai. Who was Mordechai? Mordechai comes from which tribe, which dynasty? Binyamin. From Binyamin. So Rachel only had two sons, Rachel. Yosef and Binyamin. So Binyamin and Yosef, years later, they got the king's coat, which the mother did it years ago. She gave away her honor for her sister. Years later, it came back. So we see many times people ask questions, people say, I'm a good person, why do bad things happen to me, or why don't I get rewarded? Don't worry, Hashem doesn't forget about anything. Hashem does not need a reminder. He doesn't miss anything. He knows exactly who to give, when to give. And the right time comes, you're going to get it. If you don't get it, your children get it. If your children don't get the reward for your good deeds, your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, it's not a waste of time. It's a good investment. When we help someone, we do something good, a good advice, a nice word, a nice smile, wishing somebody a great day, making somebody feel special. It's not a waste of time. It's going to come back, but it's just a matter of time. Everybody shall bless day. Shabbat Shalom.